Star Wars is now 40 years old.
Welcome to Fat Man Batman. I'm Kevin Smith.
I'm Mark Bernard.
Okay, so Star Trek Discovery is happening, whether you want it to or not.
What is the sonic power Black Canary uses called in the comic book?
Canary cry?
Correct!
Our intro has never sounded better in my ears. It's feeling like a lot of bass, a lot of treble, and a lot of layers. And speaking of layers, get yourself a couple more on Jinx.com. Use the promo code QuitSong_366 at checkout and cover yourself up. Get some shorts, get some shirts, and maybe a couple of hoodies while you're at it. Jinx.com gets you joggers with the Warcraft logos on them. Head on over to Jinx.com, use the promo code QuitSong_366 and save yourself 10% off of everything that you buy that isn't already on discount. QuitSong_366 at checkout. Welcome everyone to the QuitSong Geekcast. I am your host, Herald Silvestre, welcoming you to the QuitSong Media Studio, where we've got a couple of local and international things featured here and there. I like to start pinning stuff to the wall. And the intro just kind of dies there. I'm not alone on today's episode. We got a bunch of geeks with me today, and I want to get to them. I always start with the man with the straw hat. So let's change it up. Let's head on over to sunny San Francisco and tone it down a little bit with this lounge music. Let's give it up for Juancho Saldana. How you doing, Juancho?
Hey, what's up? It's good to be on the show. Man, you normally start with Derek though, because he does something like really, really stupid, so I can react.
Harsh.
But hey,
All right.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just happy to be in the show, guys. What's up, chat? We were actually talking to them already just a while ago, so yeah. Hope you stick through the entire show. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go. And you know who else is ready to go with us, Juancho? Who else is ready to sit in the lounge, kick back, and put his feet up? His bare feet, because he is the sensei of humor. Derek O'Brien. How you doing, Derek?
What's up, everybody? Hold on. I'm buying a ticket to California. Go to Juancho's house. Be right back. See you guys later. What's up, everybody? It's me. It's your boy, Sensei. We are here. We're excited to be on the show and have you guys here. Welcome, chat. I love how a lot of you guys have been chatting with us before the show, too. It's really awesome. Glad to be here. Also, guys, just keep on. If you guys have anything you guys want to talk about, just say it. We love hearing you guys' thoughts and insights, man. It's really awesome. But yeah, happy to be here.
Derek got me with the scissors, though. I was like, whoa.
I know, right?
Good luck flying with those, by the way.
What's that?
Good luck flying with those. Just saying.
It actually folds into a pen.
What? He just pulled out a pen. I didn't know.
Imagine. Yeah, watch. Oh, what?
This is what I'm talking about, Harold. I get to react to this before you introduce me.
That wouldn't have happened if I went first. So
I'm sure you would have thought of something.
yeah, that's true. I was like looking around. I'm like, okay.
I know, I already saw, dude. I was like, you got your hat on. You were like looking around.
Oh man.
Oh, always a good time when I got Derek and Juancho on the show with me. And welcome everyone in the chat. We saw Pimpo, Perp, Drank, Miku P, and Bimo over there. And guys, I know I normally catch up with you guys when we start the show, but we ended last week. We ended the stream, not the show itself. We ended the stream with Miku P trying to squeeze in a question that we kind of missed out on because we hit the stop streaming button. So I want to kick off the show by answering that. And then we can catch up. Then we can find out what everyone's been up to. Chat, let us know what you've been up to. So, Miku P at the end of last show asked us, Miku P, correct me if I'm wrong. Your question was, what did Juancho, Harold, and Derek think of each other when we first all met? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was that your question?
Was it first met or first time on Quit Stalling?
Oh yeah.
I think it was first time on Quit Stalling.
Yo, clarify, Mikupi. Let us know, because we got a lot of stuff going on.
I thought it was
Quit
back when
Stalling.
we were talking about how we first met at Green Giant to Renzo, right? So I thought that might have been it, but either way, I'm down to answer with everyone.
It was first impressions of each other. So, our first impressions of each other are brought to you by Panel's Comic Book Coffee Bar. We had an interview with Eris and Lachelle, and we'll be doling out that content throughout the weeks. We found out how DC and their split with Diamond Comics will be affecting not just the local comic book shops, but us as consumers as well. And I'm excited to release that content slowly but surely, and get that out to you guys. Panel's Comic Book Coffee Bar, they're open now. All right.
They are. Yes.
They are. Look, you saw smooth. That was pretty fun.
I like that. I like that. That was smooth. I like the layers.
I like
going back to the beginning, right?
Oh yeah, going back to jinx.com, get yourself some layers.
Get the creeper shorts. I saw it again, dude. I was like laughing so. I swear, I was like, damn, it looks like creeper shorts.
I'm a creeper.
The creeper shorts. Could have chose any other name.
I know, right? Like, and the shorts too. Oh, we'll discuss that later. Let's get back to Mikupi's question. Who wants to start? Who wants to give first impressions of each other?
I'll go. I'll go.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. No, go ahead.
All right. I've said Juancho's a lot. I've said Juancho's a lot, but my first impression of Juancho, dang, it's hard though, because I technically Juancho auditioned while I was on the panel, but I don't know if that was my first impression. My first impression was when I went to his place. He had a party. I've never talked to him, like, legit conversation other than, like, hey, what's up? You know? And he was a little hammered. And he goes, oh, man, you came to my party. I'm so happy, man. I'm so glad you're here. And you hugged me. And I was like, man, this guy's so cool. I love this guy. And then dude, after that, dude, seriously, I went to his house like every day almost. We played like video games, and we found out that we lived. Obviously, I lived on the same block, just like a couple buildings down. I actually ended up moving into his condo complex on the same floor. It was pretty sick. And then Herald, oh man,
I have a question. When Juancho was trying out for the radio station that we all worked at in college, you met him prior. You met him at the party. You hadn't seen him before at all.
No, so I met him after the. I think it was after the interview.
Yeah,
I think the interview was first. The interview was first. It's just that it was, I believe. Yeah, I just haven't talked to him that much because at that time I was more like under our president, so I was like kind of doing stuff behind the scenes. I wasn't really. I was at the booth and stuff, but I was kind of doing other stuff, so I didn't get a huge chance to meet everybody except those I directly was.
There was a rule, right? You're not supposed to get attached.
Yeah,
that's why we had like a little bubble, and then like
so
when I got in,
we did radio for the Jedi. For those of you,
yeah, like we were very attached to a lot of people, but we can't show it. You know what I mean? Because it's like obviously it's favoritism. You can't let other people know. Yeah,
I totally ignored that. I was like, I love all of you. I hope you all make it.
but when I met Herald, I was like, damn, this guy's tall. First of all, and amongst everyone else, I'm like, damn, this guy can speak like really good English. I'm pretty sure I asked you if you were from here, and you're like, no, I live here, but I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. You seem like a really friendly guy. You're really easy to approach.
Oh,
I think everyone would say that. Harold's not like the type where you're like, oh, there's that guy in the corner, like not talking to anybody. Let's go over there. Harold's more like kind of like me, and I think Juancho too. We more like, oh, let's talk, like, hey, how's it going? Type of, you approach people rather than being approached. So,
yeah, I think that's why we all get along, right? I feel like that's like none of us were ever like, yeah, I gotta put on a facade. All right, I gotta get into my public persona. Yeah, I feel like we're all.
Yeah,
I feel like we're all just genuinely.
You're 100% spot on, dude. Yeah, that's why I love the booth so much. Like before that, I was trying to act cool, just be like trying to be someone I wasn't, And then I met people in the booth who are just so openly geeky, and I was like, yes, let's get back to this.
I hope I'm one of them. If I could go next, I think the saddest part, because like I love these guys. When we first met, like we talked about in a previous episode, we didn't get to hang out as much, me with you guys, because I was an upper batchman. So I was on the verge of getting my thesis on and doing my OJT, so I didn't get to hang around as much as I wanted to with you guys. But we did kick it off pretty well. And we didn't really reconnect until after college, when me and Juancho, we wanted to talk about stuff like this and get geeky. And then thankfully Derek, who I had in the back of my mind, was also very open to doing this. But when we first met, it was kind of natural. It was supernatural. With me and Juancho, I think we talked about this. You and I met at a class that only happens like once in your entire stay in our university. It's like a retreat for the afternoon, and then it's done. We saw each other there. We hung out and just talked, and we got along really well. And then we didn't see each other that much until you auditioned, until I saw you show up at the station, and it was fate. You know, it was like it was meant to be that I would get to see and hang out with Juancho again. And then the same thing would happen. We wouldn't get to talk for a couple of months and years, and then we're back here on Quit Stalling. But I did genuinely enjoy talking to you guys. I think that was the biggest thing I took away from that. And the saddest part was Juancho wasn't the only Juancho who was auditioning at that time. And
yeah, true.
Because of that, true. I feel like the other Juancho, kind of got the short end of the stick, because they started calling him Tucho. They started like when you are named second of your peer, you're set up for failure. You know what I mean? Like that guy had no fighting chance. They named him Tucho. You could tell who the favorite was. It was unfair.
He didn't get in.
and then he didn't get in. I feel like the deck was stacked against Tucho. All right, it's unfair.
That's fine. It all worked out. It's fine.
It all worked out. But I think that was the saddest part, because I genuinely, Juancho, you and I, until this day, could just message each other and talk about like the randomest thing, even if we weren't on Quit Stalling together. And it'd just be like, yeah, this was really fun. I like that too. Tell me more about your third season of The Office, noob. Like, you'd do that to me, and it would feel like no time would pass at all. And then with Derek, people talk to me about how much energy I have when I do stuff on Quit Stalling and when I interview people at conventions and stuff. But Derek was one of those people that I saw had like that potential energy like balled up inside of him. That this dude, when I first saw him, was like, all right, he's winding up. Like I was looking at him, talking to everybody, he's winding up, and he just explodes with all these jokes and all these little quotes from TV shows and movies, and it's hilarious. So yeah, like
I'm
there was something,
very loud person. You guys think I'm like, I was even in college, I was just even more like flamboyant and out there, dude. I mean, I am now too, but just even college, I just remember, damn, I did a lot of crazy stuff. Not like bad, but like, you know, it's just really obnoxious and yeah. Harold, I'm actually looking at the first thing you ever said to me on Facebook on our message.
What was it?
Derek, hot S now. I don't know what that means.
Hot S?
That was August 2nd, 2015. You said Derek, hot. It's like you said hots with the S capital, and you're like, now.
Oh, Heroes of the Storm, because we were trying to get you to play with us. We were trying to get you to play with us.
That's right. Damn, good memory, dude.
Yeah, real quick in the chat, like people are just talking about Juancho and Tucho. Like Tucho's out there planning his revenge. The Tucho's Juancho from the Darkest Timeline. Stuff like that.
I like Nick's.
Tucho's from the Darkest. And then Tucho was actually Pimpo Perf Drac's blockmate, so he knew him prior to auditioning. When he saw him again in the studio, he forgot his name, and you actually thought Tucho was his name. That was okay.
I think I remember
my
Nick actually telling me
God.
that. He was like, dude, which one's two choking? I think I just called the wrong guy. I was like, damn, dude, that's funny.
See,
Yeah,
he
we
was
got
set up for failure. I feel like that guy should have been given a fighting chance.
It's fine. It's okay.
It's okay, that's
I
perfect.
remember too. Like when I joined Green Giant, I changed my handle, my Twitter handle, to the number Juancho.
Oh my god!
I didn't even think of him though. I was just like, oh yeah, I just want to be a little witty with that with my handle since we're using it.
Yeah,
And I changed it to that. I was like, dang.
Hot S. That's the new game.
Hot ass.
But yeah, I want to hear
Hot ass.
Wanchos. I'm excited to hear Wanchos.
All right. I'll start with Herald. So with Herald, yeah, like you said, there's literally 3 first impressions.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what happened, right? Like first we became like I met you at the Lazare, which is the recruit thing, and you were like literally like, and I was a transfer student, so I didn't have a block, and you were I don't know why you were there because that wasn't your block either. I don't know if you're like scoping for
as a
faces or
deviant.
something, Harold.
As a divergent.
Yeah, so like me and you were like the odd ones out. So like, we were like instant best friends for that one class, and I never saw you again till like a couple of years later. That was because I was like, I think I was like my first year in LaSalle. So yeah, you were cool there. You're like, yeah, you were my best friend in that class. I never saw again until I auditioned for Green Giant. I was like, oh hey, you're that guy from years ago. What's up, man? And then that was my second first impression. I was like, oh, he's a DJ. Oh, that's cool. And he's like he's technically my senior too, so I was like, wow, I respect him. He probably knows his stuff. But then you'd like never in the booth, so I didn't really get to talk to you again until my third first impression was I knew you had a podcast. I was like because you shared it around, and
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask how you guys start, like how that happened. You and
Yeah,
Harold
okay,
connecting
so
is good.
Yeah, we'll get to that. That's
Perfect.
oh yeah, so like I knew you had a podcast, and at the time I wanted to have a podcast too. I was like pulling up Derek. I was like, Derek, we can talk about One Piece. Like, oh, let's do it.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, let's do something. But then we never did anything. So I was like, man, I just miss talking about anything really, you know? It's like, and yeah, and then literally I wanted to approach you for the longest time, but like, you know, we were like, oh, we knew each other, but it's like we didn't really get to converse as much as I wanted to. So I'm like, oh, I'm not really that close to him. So I was like, do I approach him? I don't know. Oh, I hang around with Diego. So I'm like, hey, Diego, come on. Can you ask Harold if he's looking for a host? I kind of want a thing. And I was like, and then I knew Nick was on the show too. I was like, hey, come on, Nick. And then freaking Gallard too also went on the show. I'm like, yeah,
Gallard.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
I was like, I literally asked so many people. And it was like, hey, come on, just introduce, like, yeah, just say, oh, if you need a host, let's go get Juancho. And then literally none of it panned out. I was like, okay, whatever.
Dude, no one mentioned until DZ remembered like 3 months later. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Freaking jerks. And then you literally post like on some random group, I think, that you're looking for a co-host.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay. And the third impression was like, okay, oh man, he's gonna be my boss. I literally prepared. I talked. I was like, oh, I have to remember my DJ basics, and I literally felt like I was applying to a job. So that was my third impression. You're my boss. So there you go. 3 times.
Oh man.
I had the pleasure to meet Harold 3 times. So
That's awesome.
all right,
It's been
now
fun
for
every
Derek.
time.
For Derek.
Oh, here we
Yeah. So yeah, my first impression for him was also, yeah, he was like, I was applying to something again, so he was like also my boss, but I didn't really care. At that point, I was like, whatever. It's like he's not the big boss. Like Gallard was the
like your big
That's
boss.
what I was scared of. You were like, yeah, you're there. I was like, okay, but so we never really talked to you. And then when I got in, I invited you to my party, and that's like the first time we really got to talk or whatnot. But I was drunk as hell. And when I'm drunk, I literally just love everybody. So, and it was my party. So like every time someone came in, I'd go like, hey, thanks for coming. I'm like, Abby, I love you, man. I really appreciate that you came. And I'd hug them.
Yeah.
Derek comes in and I do the exact same thing. I was like, Derek, oh my God, I appreciate that you came so much. And I hug him and I was like, and I bring him to the party and everything like that. And literally the next day, he was like, hey, Juancho, do you want to play Resident Evil? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess, yeah, go. He literally comes to my apartment.
Who's this? Yeah.
Comes to my apartment. He's like, he has a Resident Evil in hand. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So we end up playing, and the rest is history. To be honest, yeah.
What I gathered from that is that you don't really love me is only when you're drunk.
Oh yeah.
I learned to love you. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
That's
the
better.
first time I said it, that was a lie. Well, no, I appreciate that you went. I think. I don't know. I drunk you. I was drunk. I didn't even remember saying. I said that to everyone.
Guys, it's weird. I really remember the exact spot. It was just like right there. That pool goes into like the building. Yeah, I remember. But that was fun. Good times, man.
I appreciate that you approached after that because I would have never invited you.
Yeah, that's true. Good thing I was your like semi-boss. Yeah.
oh man, my boss is coming. Yeah, sure, you can come over. Whatever.
So the things I'm getting from this.
Did you go to Hedra Roll too? I can't remember.
What's that?
The Green Giant had that Halloween party. Hedra, were you there?
No.
Oh,
I was not invited. You know, I wasn't feared anymore, so I wasn't invited like you were.
I wasn't feared anymore. Oh God.
Oh,
so what I'm getting from this guy.
Thanks, Miko P, for asking that question. I like that.
Yeah, thanks, Miko. Now you kind of know a little bit about how we all met and kind of loved each other. You know.
Kinda.
Yeah. What I'm getting from this is Juancho and my friendship, you know, can last dimensions and generations, and still be strong. And what I got from Juancho and Derek is their friendship started as a lie.
And thank you, Francis. He's right. There's always two Cho.
Oh my God!
If ever it doesn't work out, I like that.
There's a spare.
It is funny. I don't even think I talked. I was actually more surprised that there was. I've never met anyone in my life named Juancho. So,
And then you
me
met
too. I was
my
like,
first-
what?
I know that was the first Juancho I met too. I was like, oh, that's pretty weird. Yeah, cool.
Did you like say something about? Did your mom name you that? It's like they both have crazy names or something. That was funny.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah. So quit stalling Origins.
There you go. QS Origins. QSO, or as Francis says, Kyoso. Oh,
Kyoso.
You know, kind of. Yeah. Okay.
Ryan in the chat says, yeah, I never met anyone named Ryan. Derek, what was it like when you first met someone else named Derek and the spelling was different? What was that like for you?
It's actually, you know what? When I meet other Dereks, I feel like for some reason my name is the weird spelling. Apparently. Yeah. Right? And it's like my whole life I'm like, this is like the easiest way I would think you spelled Derek. But it's like every time R-R-I-C-K or R-R-I-K.
That's right, because the way you pronounce yours is supposed to be Derek. Derek, it's double E.
Yeah,
right?
Derek.
Derek with an I. Derek with a saying.
He's
so you're
right.
The weird one. You're the weird one.
That's true. Oh, I guess. I mean, I like the way Harold's name is spelled too. It's Harold.
That's
My grandpa's
your name is
Harold,
hella
so
unique.
intertwined. Being Harold, because my grandpa's named Harold.
But
I think there was a joke. Yeah, there was a joke before that. Oh, your name's Harold because like your voice is like the Herald from the Angels or something like that.
Oh,
I think that was it, right? Or there was a
whoever came up with that. I like you. Yeah.
Harold's like, it was me.
Hey guys, you know, like you guys are in a group. And I'm just like, hey, you hear where Harold's name came from?
Yeah. In the background, in the back of the booth. Hey, Harold's an angel over there. Heard something. Yeah, what?
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh man.
But now we're here.
Yeah.
and it.
You know,
Great. It's good
continents
to be
and
here.
cities apart.
Good to be here.
Yeah, continent and cities
Really?
apart, but at the same time, still managing to get together and just hang out, talk about geeky shit. You know, it's all good. It's all good. I miss you guys. I really miss seeing you guys face to face. Juancho came like last year, and I wasn't able to meet up with you, but I still want to be able to go kart with you guys because I've been brushing up on my
Like,
karting
I think it'd be really cool if when I'm there and Juancho's home, we could just do like a standing up, like the Batman in the intro, like that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
You know, we're all like live, like sitting on a table, just talking. That'd be pretty cool.
For sure. 6 feet apart.
Yeah, right.
Let's
By
rent
that time,
an
I'll
actual
probably have.
studio. Actually.
Yeah.
Cool.
It could be. Oh my god, you could name the studio.
Let's go to Green Giant.
504.
We have the camera set up, so we could do it.
I know. I still haven't met Francis in person.
Yes.
I feel very bad about
I know.
Yeah, you should. You should.
I made a joke to Diego because Diego had a picture of Francis, and I'm like, holy crap, Francis is either really tall or this picture was shot really bad of you, Diego. And Diego's like, no, I'm just short. I was like, I know, but Francis still does seem very tall to me, though.
Francis says
God.
maybe he'd meet Tucho before he meets Juancho. Let's not let that happen. We're not gonna let that happen.
That'd be hilarious.
What's
That'd be
Tucho up
hilarious.
to, Nick? What's Tucho been up to? Let us know.
I haven't talked to that guy in a long time.
Oh man.
Dang.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Ryan's best friend is named Derek, but it's spelled Derek. Dehrique.
Derek.
That's very unique.
That's pretty cool.
Derek.
Unique Derek. Unique Derek.
That's actually a pretty cool spelling, though, to be honest. That's like first time
That's
I've
actually-
ever seen a Derek spelled like that.
That's badass too. I like your spelling, Derek.
That was a lie.
It was a lie!
My ex. Oh, Harold knows them, he says.
Wait, which Derek is? Oh, is this Ramsey? Is this Ramsey? Little Ramsey or bigger Ramsey? Oh, did you guys know? I think I've mentioned this on the show before. You guys know the actor Derek Ramsey, right? He also plays Frisbee and stuff.
Yeah, Uncle Derek. Yep.
Uncle Derek.
I was like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So him,
Oh my
his
gosh.
little brother,
Wait, sorry,
and
no.
their dad.
That was Juancho's first line. Oh, sorry. What were you saying, Harold?
No, like I just have a friend, him, his older brother, who's an actor, and their dad.
Yeah.
They're all named the exact same thing.
What?
Yeah, they're all
that's
Derek
kinda
Andrew
common.
Ramsey. Even their
that's
second
weird.
name is the same.
Like, there's not like the second or third or nothing like that?
No,
It's
they're
just-
all the same name, and
How do they
apparently they're
differentiate? Is it
That's
like
yeah.
D1, D2?
the mom just has a tone apparently.
Imagine
So,
going to the airport, like, we're looking for Derek Ramsey, they all go up. It's like, which one?
Oh Mapagu. Okay, Ryan's talking about we worked for a friend of ours, Derek Mapagu, for Most Played Games. Shout out to Derek. He's gotten really popular on YouTube as a Zpolt. ZPOLT. Check him out. He's got pretty good reviews about a bunch of stuff. So yeah. Oh, and thank you to our follower, Sparks. That's another interesting way to spell a name. Sparks. Thanks, Sparks.
He's actually in the chat. He has a question. How are we combining our streams like this? It's awesome.
Oh, you know, with the power of friendship.
Discord.
yeah. So Discord plus OBS. Sparks, if you're genuinely curious, we like head on over to our Discord, and we'll give you we'll help you out. Like head to our Discord, just message in general. We'll help you out. We're more than happy to help people out. People think that what we do is like a giant secret that we're like keeping to ourselves. But for me, like it.
But we'll tell you in Discord.
Yeah. Hit that subscribe button to get more of our.
Yeah, right.
Cheer us on with 1,000 bits, and you'll unlock the newest feature. All right, we'll get you there. No, but for real, just message us in our Discord. We'll help you out. Because for me, like, if you could spread the knowledge of stuff like this and more voices get out there, the better. Like, I've never made it a secret. Like, anyone who messages us about like, how do you guys do your stream? I answer. A lot of people would be very secretive though, but you know what? The secret sauce is in here. All right. I'm pointing to my heart for those listening.
His nipple. It's like his areola.
Oh man. Hit that donate button below, Sparks, to find out more.
Thanks for tits.
Oh my god. You gotta wear that shirt again, Derek. It's distracting.
I know. I gotta find it. Dude, it probably doesn't even fit me, to be honest. But once I move again, then it will be worn again.
Oh man. Okay, we do have a little bit of news to talk about, but I do still want to ask you guys what you've been up to. Everyone in the chat, let us know what you've been up to in the past week or so since our last episode. Last week was our Lord of the Rings episode, right?
Yes, it was.
Last week?
Yes, it was.
It felt like forever because that was such a fun episode. I'll kick us off. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Because of that episode, I ended up watching The Fellowship first. The extended cut. So I ended up watching it.
There you go.
I didn't have enough time in the day to watch The Two Towers, but I will get to it. So I got to watching The Lord of the Rings extended cut, refreshing my memory on a lot of things. It was awesome. It was so epic to see Lord of the Rings again after such a long break, because you kind of reappreciate things that the memory has forgotten. It was really cool. And seeing all of the scenes with the context of certain topics that they discussed and the one zoom to rule them all. Like how, Sean Bean was actually looking down at his script on his lap when he was giving the "One does not simply walk into Mordor" speech.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome seeing all of that. So I tackled that. I got that done. Of course, I've had work from home, but I also started watching Ally McBeal, which was surprisingly awesome. 20 years onwards, it's really good. It's like how much I love Scrubs. It's kind of like a Scrubs but for law, because they have like ridiculous like fantasy scenes that happen.
Oh, okay.
So it's really good. And then I know there was one more thing that I was watching. Let me pull up my notes. There's gotta be one more thing.
Fun fact,
Breaking Bad.
My dog actually watches Lord of the Rings when we leave.
Wait, what?
Like Return of the King, yeah. Like I leave it on, and it makes him calm. It's weird. Swear to God, yeah.
Wow.
Like we used to leave The Office on when we're out, but then it's actually nice too because it's 3 hours long, so like the TV won't stop in the middle of an episode and be like. So like I've been leaving that on, and usually when I do, he just sits and watches it. 'Cause we have a dog cam also, so like if I open it, he's just watching it. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Return of the King though only. The other one doesn't like it for some reason.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's weird.
Bailey wants the happy endings.
Yeah, right.
Sparks says, "Man, I loved Scrubs. Scrubs is timeless. Keep watching it." And Zach Braff and Donald Faison do a podcast now, where they bring on their co-stars and people from behind the scenes, and they interview them and talk about an episode. Check it out. Fake Doctors, Real Friends. Juancho, man, what have you been up to the past week?
Actually, real quick, I just want to go back to the chat just because we're talking about Return of the King. Rick's Riot says when Return of the King came out, the theater was by my high school offered a $70 ticket. Jeez, $70? But in that ticket was for the Fellowship directors cut, Two Towers directors that cut, then midnight showing of Return of the King. Everyone was dressed up and in line, and it was fun. That sounds hella fun.
That actually sounds really fun.
I actually wanted to say maybe we should host a watching party for.
I am down.
I really want to do that because every time I watch Lord of the Rings, it has to be a thing. It's an event. I never just open it up and watch it. I always have to have someone watching with, or
that's true.
I normally watch it with my my high school best friend Adrian. Oh, actually, grade school best friend. Like literally every time you watch it, we have to meet up and just have a ton of junk food.
Oh,
I remember one time we watched it. I was because I'm a chemist, chemical engineer. I was like, oh, I have an idea. We were trying to make root beer floats.
Ooh, sounds good.
I was like, oh, give me a bowl. I got a bowl. I took a pint of ice cream, put it in the bowl, and then poured all the soda on it, and it was great.
Man, pints of ice cream plus Lord of the Rings. What more could you want, dude?
Man, I want to be a kid again. Jeez.
I feel like we could set that up. Should we do it all in one day or spread it out? What do you guys think?
Let's do one at a time. One at a time.
Yeah, because time difference.
Yeah.
Right?
it's 12 hours all in all. You know, let's set it up. Let's do it. Let's make it a quit stalling event. Let's watch Lord of the Rings.
We can do it weekly. We can do like the day before the Geekcast, once a week.
Ooh.
Movie
Good,
club.
just so we have.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
true.
down.
All right.
I like
I'm
it.
excited.
I
Anyway,
actually want to rewatch it again, so that I'm down.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm totally down.
Hey, well, what I've been doing for the past week was just work. I'm rewatching Avatar like everyone else, just because Avatar, and I got into like the weirdest thing. I started watching like 90 Day Fiance, which is.
Did you watch the one with No Neck Ed?
Yeah, it's because of No Neck Ed. Like I watched that, I was like, oh my god, this is a train wreck. I want to see
You're
more.
my best view, Juancho. I love that.
Oh my, yeah, it's just that's the rabbit hole I'm in now.
Wait, cut you off. What side are you
jump.
on? No Neck Ed or Rose?
Oh, Rose, man, No Neck Ed
for
is
sure.
like I mean,
He's like judging. He's like, ew, you know. I don't want.
I gave him a toothbrush. He gave him a toothbrush and a
That was messed up. That was pretty messed up. That was pretty messed up.
Yeah, that's what I've been up to. How about you, Harold? Derek.
Oh well, nothing like that interesting, but been playing a little bit still of Sea of Thieves. I've been catching up on rewatching Big Bang Theory. I mentioned on the pre-show as well.
Oh yeah.
They have it on HBO Go, so I haven't finished the last one, so I was like, you know what, I'll just kind of watch it and let it play, and then when I get to season 10, I'll just finish it up. So that, and we did try to do Ark. It came out for free on
Survivor?
Epic Games.
Evolved.
Yeah, Ark Survival Evolved, and on Epic and another one, I can't remember what it was, but I had it on like early access when it came out in 2015, and I was really addicted, and I was not too happy to see how it was almost the exact same. The graphics are pretty bad. It's not really optimized yet, so yeah, big fail, but at least it didn't cost me anything, so it was fun. How about you, Harold?
Well, I mean, you guys did watch the PlayStation 5 live stream on your channel.
We did. I did stream that. I did. That was fun. That was really it was funny. I liked it was very quick. It wasn't like, you didn't have a lot of talk in between. It was just really game. They might have said like a little comment and the next game. I loved it. Really boom, boom, boom. So nice.
Yeah. So everyone in the chat, let us know what you've been up to. Francis in the chat said the pinnacle of TV, 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, it's true. I've actually only watched it too, seeing people post memes about it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch it.
And yes, Francis, I did put ice cream before the soda. You have a problem with that?
Do you also put the milk before the cereal?
Sir.
I do, because I like the cereal like crunchy.
What?
No.
Yeah.
Harold,
Why would you eat soggy
right now?
cereal?
Darken his screen right now. Oh God.
All right, we're gonna move on here.
Next thing you're gonna tell me is that he thinks the Earth is flat.
Not that far.
We're good. You like pineapple on your pizza?
No.
There's nothing wrong. Why are we shaming pineapple on pizza, guys?
Harold!
Hey, you were
Harold,
shaming me about...
Black out your screen.
We went from confrontational with Francis, our #1 friend, to shaming pineapple on pizza lovers. Come on, guys.
All right,
Come on,
guys.
guys.
That's true. I apologize.
You're
only love.
It's all love.
Just because you're wrong doesn't mean I can't like you.
No, sorry. Can't love you. Just give him a little bit of drink first, and then we're all good.
Cereal, like milk first, then cereal is this, because then you have control of how much you want soggy. You know.
No,
Anything's wrong with that.
I do kind of get it. I'm not shaming Juancho for it. I kind of get it.
I'm sweating right now, just like.
Okay. Yeah, guys, keep letting us know what you've been up to.
What have you been up to? Like,
welcome to the
Sparks
big
in the
Latin
chat.
part of the show.
Sparks in the chat says he just watched an older movie, Arthur, with his girlfriend. What is Arthur? I was just thinking, like, King
I've heard of
Arthur.
that movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's King Arthur, but which one? Who's the Arthur? Is this was Keira Knightley in this one? Was she I'm trying to remember. I think there was. Oh wait, are we talking about Arthur like
Arthur like the cartoon?
No, not
That's
the
not a movie,
Arthur.
though. This is a movie.
The one.
I think.
If you get caught between the moon and New York City. Is that Arthur?
Or is it Arthur with Russell Brand?
Yeah,
I think it's the one with Russell Brand.
Is it the one that Russell Brand made as like a remake of the original one, or is it the original one, or is it like King Arthur? Which one? Yeah,
He did.
what are we talking about?
Or is it Arthur Christmas? I literally searched Arthur movies. There's like a ton.
Is that the Arthur like the Aardvark Arthur Christmas?
Or Arthur in the Revenge of Malethasard.
He says Russell Brand. He says Russell Brand. It's that one. It's that one.
I just saw it on. I looked at a Google image and it was like, looks like baby elves. Dude, what is this? I'm gonna send
the
picture
Russell
in
Brand
Discord,
one.
dude. What is this?
Francis in the chat says he wants a 90-day fiance reaction video from Derek and Juancho. I know what we're doing for the after show now.
Ooh,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's like
okay.
one clip together.
There's
Let's
actually a lot of
do it.
clips online.
I want
That's how
to do
I
it.
watched it.
Okay.
Look, I sent the Arthur picture in the Discord chat. Look,
okay.
and the Revenge of Malethasard. Malethasard.
Oh man.
Could have been that.
I love how Sparks is like Russell Brand. He's rich and strange. Are we talking about Russell Brand in real life or
The movie?
Yeah,
Or...
or the movie, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this one and the Revenge of
Malthazard.
Malthazard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Malthazard.
Could have been
I'm pretty
that.
sure This is this one. A film by Luc Besson. Huh?
They
Luc
look
Besson?
like I don't even
Trolls?
know.
They kind of look like trolls.
It's kind of freaky.
Oh man.
I remember
So-
I used to hate Russell Brand. Just
Oh,
'cause,
yeah.
just because he was married to Katy Perry.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Different reasons, but okay. Oh,
Yeah.
How did you find it, Sparks? He says the dialogue is hilarious. Did you like it overall? Did you like the movie, or was it just Russell Brand that you enjoyed? Let us know, Sparks. Let us know. He said, Francis says, "Are you okay? Are you okay, Derek? You sound like you had a stroke saying the Arthur title."
Yeah. it's
Malthazar.
Malthazar.
This weird Malthazar.
Mouth lizard.
Ooh.
Arthur and,
The
and
M.
the M.
M.
Okay. As Sparks lets us know what he thought of Arthur, let's get into the news a little bit, guys.
Yeah, let's go. The actual show. Let's do it now.
let's talk about the news. Here we go.
Yes, I see. Good news, everyone!
Good news! And the news is brought to you by, once again, Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar. If you live in California and you're looking for your fix of comic books, Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar has you covered. And while you're there, you can pick up some coffee and some pastries. Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar, they're open Wednesdays to Sundays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And people still aren't aware that a lot of stores are now struggling and continuing operations in California. Support your local comic book shop if it's not Panels, but if it is, up your subscription. Let them know what you're interested in reading. We just had a little conversation with them 2 days ago, and they want to know, do you guys still want to continue some subs, or you want to put some on hold? Reach out to them. Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar. We love those guys. All right, let's talk some news. We saw a little bit of PlayStation announcement happening. Derek and Juancho, you guys were watching this live on Derek's stream, twitch.tv/SenseiHumor. The one thing that's most relevant for us has to be one that involves a certain web slinger that was on the silver screen quite recently. Miles Morales. He's super awesome, and apparently he's getting his own Spider-Man game from PlayStation. Now there's a lot of confusion with this game, guys. Spider-Man.
I thought it was infamous when the intro came out.
Oh my gosh, no, it's not. It's not. So this is Spider-Man Miles Morales. That's the name of the game, and supposedly it's gonna be not really a sequel, but also not DLC. They're saying it's like an expansion of sorts.
It's like Overwatch 2.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to put it. It's confusing.
Just be confusing.
Yeah, because they said it's a continuation of the Spider-Man PlayStation game that we got from Insomniac last year or the year before, but they're not being specific about it because this is supposed to be a PlayStation 5 title. But how is it going to be a PlayStation 5 title if it's continuing a PlayStation 4 game? It's confusing. We're still waiting for more details. But the cool thing is, Miles Morales is getting his own game, guys. I'm so happy about this.
I hope they have a lot of skins, like the one from Spider-Verse.
Dude, with a hoodie?
With the sneakers too? Yeah, that'd be sick.
That's
pretty
all
cool.
I would use.
That would be pretty cool.
It's super cool. My only gripe from Spider-Man, Miles Morales in this universe is he's tall. He's a lot taller than he was when he first appeared in the comics and in the movie. Aside from that, I just want more diversity in our Spider-Man. And we talked about this on Game Bite before. They built kind of like an amazing game for Spider-Man. Does that make sense? Like, it's such a good feel for how a Spider-Man would be in a video game, and there's no reason why they couldn't expand it to other Spider-Man, and they're kind of doing that right now. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to expand to other side characters of the Spider-Verse. Spider-Gwen, Peter B. Whoever they want, like Ben and Riley, and they have this engine. Venom. They can do Flash Thompson or Eddie Brock. It doesn't matter. They kind of have like this amazing engine and this amazing platform to do it in, and there's no reason for them not to do it. So I'm really excited for
that. Makes sense. If you look at the title too, it's Spider-Man, but it's like Miles Morales. So you can definitely easily just write different names and it can be different Spider-Verses.
For sure.
Actually, yeah. The next game should just be Spider-Man Spider-Verse. I want to play as Spider-Pig. Okay.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's gonna be awesome.
The Spider-Man was cool too.
You play a Spider-Noir and the game becomes black and white.
Oh man! Oh man!
If we got Spider-Man Noir, would you guys want it to be super serious or Nick Cagey, like the Spider-Verse version of Spider-Man Noir? Do you want him to be like kind of ridiculous or serious and actual noir?
Ridiculous.
You want him ridiculous?
Yeah, I would want it ridiculous too.
Okay, I want a good mix of both. I want him to be like super confident, but also like kind of goofy. Like.
I mean,
he's pretty good.
As long as they get Nick Cage again, I love Nick Cage.
Yeah. Hands down. Spark says, "Lol, Overwatch 2." Oh my gosh. He says, "It will be a PlayStation 5 title in the sense that they'll milk." Spider-Verse for some undisclosed amount on their platform until it's revealed they built it for other platforms but can't release because lawyers. That's okay.
It's probably going to be something like, it's going to be at like a lower price. Get this game with the Miles Morales.
Okay.
Probably something like that.
Kind of like the GTA 5 when the PS4 came out, they had like the HD, kind of like that. Okay, that makes sense. I get it. I wouldn't hate that.
Yeah. Also,
I wouldn't
hate PS5 for free.
Yeah, GTA.
That's
5.
crazy.
But yeah,
just let that game die already. Just go GTA 6. Come on. 8 years.
I know, right?
8
That's
years.
What I was hoping for.
Yeah. Oh man. No, but like going back to the
Game Bite topics, guys. We're stealing news from them. What are you doing?
It's
You want a little quit stalling Civil War?
Ooh! For those of you not in the know, that's going to be happening really soon, by the way. For those of you, it's going to be good. It's going to be so good. Okay, circling it back to the geeky part of things. Who would you guys want? Derek, I know you really want Venom to be in this kind of game because, again, it's such an amazing platform for them to build off of, to introduce Spider-Man and maybe even have like people like Black Cat playable in their own like side story, side missions, maybe like what we might supposedly be getting with Miles Morales. Who else would you guys want? Because Miles would have been my pick.
You know what? I say go to the bad side. Why not do Spider-Man villains? Why not have the chance to be Dr. Octopus and you can climb through the city and or Electro? What's that?
I hate you. You took my answer. That was my answer.
Dude, I mean, that'd be so sick. Or
I know. I really want to play as Doc Ock.
Yeah, that would be so sick. Why not? That'd be, and it's like a choice, you know? Why do you always gotta be the good guy?
Or
Star Wars,
even,
why do you always gotta bring games and they're always the good guy?
Or be superior Spider-Man.
Oh.
What's that?
And you just struggle in trying to do the good thing.
Have it like a little more gray, right? Your options aren't just cut and dry good guy. You'll have like, you know, the gray storyline with Superior Spider-Man, like kind of wrestling with his own morality. I like that. I like that one.
Morality, you say? Morality.
Morales.
Be Kingpin. That'd be kind of cool. Just tell people what to do and then step in there if you need to.
That's the game. You tell me.
It's like Empire. You just like build. It's like Sims. You just tell people what to do. All right, you go here. You handle that quadrants, and if they come up, and I'll step in.
Oh man.
I think that'd be cool though to be villains.
Yeah, I agree.
Another little twist.
I think a nice twist
Make
would
it
be
multiplayer, and you can play with everyone else, like form your own Sinister Six.
That's exactly what I was. That's sort of what I was getting into because I mentioned this to Diego before. If they wanted to, all of this could lead up to like a sort of MMO-ish, but more like a online co-op universe that you share, kind of like how they do with a game I'm playing, Forza Horizon, where it's sort of MMO-y, but your lobby is limited to I think like 12 people or more. You could have that with all the other different kind of Spider-Men. And Derek, Juancho, you and I could all be playing different Spider-Man and just like fighting crime together in the open world. Like,
yeah, that'd be hella fun.
That'd be cool.
It'd be so fun.
Like,
and the MMO would be called the Spider-Verse. Come on, game, do it.
Or it could be like 100 gigabyte update called the Spider-Verse update.
I don't know who would be in charge of making that.
Sony probably.
Sony.
Yeah. Dude, I would be so in for that.
But yeah, the other Spider-Man game though was really good. So, they could do a lot. You could, and that's the thing too. That's good about like games nowadays. You don't really have to make a second one. You can just keep pushing on expansions and DLCs. You know, that's what they're doing.
Or an expansion and just call it a sequel anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what game is that. That's
Blizzard.
That's kind of weird.
Chili Chaz in the chat giving us a wave. What's up, Chili
Chaz?
Oh,
my boy, it's Chase. Watcher knows Chase is. It's Chase. What's up, man?
Oh man,
that's my best friend here since I was like 5 years old. I haven't talked to him in a long time though.
Oh, Chase, man, glad you can make it. A lot of people vying for your attention, Derek. Like your other friend Maddox in the chat saying, "Or never do anything for the past 7 years, looking at GTA 5."
Hey, they're giving us $1 million, which is good for some reason.
Every month, free. Right? Yeah, every
coming
month.
out free. That's pretty sick.
I mean, I don't play GTA. I haven't played the GTA 5, so can't you just put it on your cell phone and get like $1 million? Is that not how it works now?
Cheat codes?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could. I think.
Why is getting $1 million a big deal?
Actually, yeah, maybe someone that plays that GTA can tell us, because I was under that impression too. You could you could always spawn cars. Why couldn't you spawn cash?
Yeah. I think online is where the money is important. Like in the story mode, yeah, you could just keep getting cheat codes, I think. But online is where people get those shark cards, which is like their in-game currency. Yeah.
I guess for like streamers and people who roleplay too, that'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe like
For
an
sure.
opportunity for them to get rich.
I mean,
Oh, for sure.
$3 million is always good. No downside at all,
true.
right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Free anything, yeah. Okay. So going back to Spider-Verse, we do want to talk about the movie, or more specifically, the sequel to the movie. So Into the Spider-Verse
yes.
2 has begun production already. We saw the news that it was, I think, targeted for 2022, or is it 2021? Could someone refresh my memory? Could someone Google it if
I think it was 2021, I believe. I'll check it too.
Yeah, could someone
I believe
double
it was
check
20.
because I think since a lot of the states or cities have lifted some restrictions in America, production has begun
2022.
again. 2022. So production has begun again. Yeah, 1 year would have been kind of tight. Production has begun again for Into the Spider-Verse tour. It has begun, and they're aiming for 2022, which is great because that gives them enough time to do all this stuff. I was wondering if they had actually started during the quarantine online, all like the pre-prod stuff, and then now they're just announcing it like, oh yeah, we're getting it done because they're a couple of weeks into it. You know what I mean? Right. So there has been a little bit of news in regards to the details for the behind the scenes, the back end part of this. So Amy Pascal, who was one of the key producers for Into the Spider-Verse, the first one, continues on here in Into the Spider-Verse 2. The thing is, Phil Lord and Chris Miller apparently will have some control and input, but they're not going to be heading it anymore. And these are the guys who were kind of instrumental in making this good. They were also the guys behind, if I'm not mistaken, the Lego movie. And they were the ones who got fired from Solo. Thankfully, they channeled all the creative input into an amazing Into the Spider-Verse film. And we're also getting different head writer and different directors. So they're kind of changing things up. They're shaking it up. But I think as long as they keep the production company, which they have, the people behind the art style and the feel of the whole thing, as well as continuing to get input from Amy Pascal and Lord and Miller, there's no reason for this not to be another success. It may not be Academy Award winning like the first one was, but as long as they continue in the same vein and give us the fan service we're asking for, there's no reason. I just want more.
Why not? I think we can do it. I just really want Venom. Just please put Venom in there. I'm praying to the Lord.
I just want a
And Miller?
superhero movie, man. How dare that?
That's true. That too. It's been a while, man. It's been a good while. Everything's getting pushed, and I thought at least one would drop, but no.
They should have just
But
put...
yeah, good news though. Very good news. I'm excited for Spider-Verse. Yeah,
Right.
dude, I was one of those who didn't watch it. I was late to the party, and I watched it on, I think it came on Amazon, and I was just like, man, how did I not watch this earlier? It's really good.
Yeah, I even put it up for you guys to watch. You know,
It's unique too. It's like its own style of movie, dude. That's why I like it. You know, it has like the comic and the boom boom pow, and it is good. Really great animated. And
I was also late to the party. I watched it in the airplane. Like,
what were you guys doing with it? Never mind.
No.
Never mind.
And I was like, oh my god, this is such a good movie. I didn't finish it because I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch this in like some tiny screen in an airplane. I'm gonna watch this.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
sure.
There you go.
Enjoy it. I'm gonna take time.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Okay.
Great movie.
Could that be another one of the things we watch party together? Because I love Into the Spider-Verse. I love it so much that I dropped way more money than I should have on a pair of sneakers. Can we?
Let's do it. Hey, you're the boss man, man. Whatever you stream on Discord, that's what we're watching.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Dude, the trailer they dropped for Spider-Man Miles Morales, apparently, like a few minutes after, people started uploading like "What's Up Danger" versions of it.
Oh, like from the movie.
Yeah, the song where he kind of like put.
Yeah.
What's up, Danger? Yeah, dude. I want to play it, but we'll play it in the after show because we gotta keep things flowing here on the podcast. But yeah, it's super awesome that production has started for Spider-Verse 2. I can't wait to see what they have cooking. There has been talks about Spider-Gwen in an all-female Spider-Verse movie. I don't know if that's what we're getting with this, but no matter what they give us, I'm gonna eat it up because that first one was such a sleeper hit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, Derek, you want to take us through the last and Juancho, sorry, you guys want to take us through the last bits of news before we wrap things up?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the chat real quick. Kind of reading off. Sparks is saying that the first movie broke so many crazy production barriers. Can't believe they're doing another. What are they working on now? Spider-Verse is cool. What is the next project? So yeah, I mean, obviously Spider-Verse 2. And I think like what Harold said, yeah, if they made like a Gwen Stacy one, that'd be pretty cool. Or even just make a movie of each person in the first one. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh yeah,
Like, pretty sick. And then like tie it in a bigger like Avenger scale, like animated type thing. I think they should go the animation route with this Spider-Man right now. I mean, I think they should continue the story. It's pretty good. So
yeah.
BMOK says Netflix party. Maddox says we should watch Party Lord of the Rings, which we already talked about, and we're gonna do it. So be there.
Yeah.
We are gonna do it. We just said earlier if you missed it, but bring snacks. We'll do one once per week.
Yeah.
That way.
Probably Saturdays in Manila, which would be I think Friday nights in the U.S.
Yes. All right. But moving on to the next part of the news, a little bit more of delays, unfortunately. Speaking of superhero movies, Wonder Woman 1984 is again delayed. It looks like they're shooting towards August 14th to October 2 in between there. This was due to Christopher Nolan's Tenet, which is kind of like a showcase or like a plate, kind of like where they're going to be moving things with the cinematic universe. And they moved that to July 31st. And I believe it was supposed to be like the first week or last week of June, but first week of July. So they might have something to do with, makes me think that there's got to be something in Wonder Woman that they felt the need to push it, that they couldn't show it until after the Tenet, you know what I mean? So might be exciting. Might show us like potential other sequels and movies. So we're just going to have to wait for that, you guys. But what do you guys think? Are you guys kind of bummed or not too bad about having it wait out a little bit?
It's not that much of a wait. It's not that much more of a wait. I feel like, especially since a lot of people are now starting to find their way in this post-pandemic world or current pandemic version of the world, it wouldn't be the worst time to push things back because people are trying to get to work now. Some people are still trying to make a living because some people have been let go. Yeah, I think it's not a bad time. They either should have done it when the lockdown happened and released it online, or how they're doing it now, which I have no problem with. And personally, it's not my priority in terms of superhero movies at the moment. So yeah, I don't mind waiting a little longer. Hopefully it's worth it. How about you, Juancho?
Yeah, like you said it perfectly. It's not a priority for me too. It's just because the DC universe isn't really,
priority right now either.
So yeah, honestly, it might have been something I might have skipped and just waited anyway for when it gets to home release. But depends, right? Depends on if it's a must see. So.
Yeah.
I feel like Wonder Woman 1 was also a sleeper movie for me. Like, even this movie, it's like I agree with you both too, because there's not really like a villain that I'm like, oh, I really want to see something yet. So it's kind of like, okay, well maybe it's just like a mediocre guy. But I remember 1, I wasn't too like hyped to see Wonder Woman 1, but when I watched it, I was like, wow, that was really good. So yeah, so definitely
Wonder
I'm
Woman
hoping
was carrying DC on its shoulders.
Yeah, no, definitely for sure. So I hope they have that same. They've had that same passion and rhythm with this movie. So let's pray. But until then, we will have to wait.
Yeah.
BMO King of Ooh in the chat says it also gives time for people to forget about that Imagine video. JK.
Ooh,
what Imagine video? What is that? What is that?
It is like the most. We are not ones to criticize people who attempt to be creative here on Quit Stalling because we know how difficult it can be. But there was a video with celebrities quite recently singing the Beatles' Imagine right after the COVID pandemic started forcing countries to lock down. It was not not 100%. I guess is a way to put it. You know, it wasn't 10 out of 10.
Imagination.
Oh man.
Just kind of take it with a grain of salt.
67K to 7K dislike ratio. What is this?
It's not great.
So I looked it up.
Yeah, it's not great. You can listen to it
Yes.
now.
Yes, celebrities, and Imagine is such a good song.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
I'm scared. I am scared.
Oh,
I'll do it later. I'm gonna do it later. Go ahead.
I kind of like what Spectre said too, though, about Wonder Woman. The movie being set during the 80s and not after events of Justice League sets it back, in my opinion. I can agree with that. I respect that.
Yeah,
too.
okay.
That's totally true. Definitely. You're
That's-
just like, oh, nothing crazy is gonna happen yet, because obviously, you know. That's
No,
exactly.
exactly. That's why it's not priority. It's not setting up any. Well, we don't know anyway yet. It's because we don't know the state of the DC cinematic universe right now. Like,
Yeah.
and this is gonna have no bearing
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
whatever it is on present. So
Kind of was like Captain Marvel, honestly. Like, I was excited to watch it, but you're also like, this is like way before everything happened, so you know, I want. It's like kind of I had that same like vibe going into Captain Marvel. I was like, oh, it's in the past, so I guess nothing too crazy could happen. But
Yeah.
either way, I totally agree.
All right.
okay. Oh, Kevin says the Imagine video is tone deaf, literally and figuratively. Okay,
It's like the reason.
I'm
It
scared.
reminds me of the Mariah Carey, that video that circulated for so long. I think she heard doing the was that the Christmas one or the national anthem? I can't remember. I think it was the national anthem. Mariah Carey. You guys remember that?
Yeah. That was Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Wait, was it the Super Bowl?
I thought it
I don't
was
remember anymore.
NBA. I
It
can't
might have been
remember,
the
but
NBA.
I just remember it was pretty bad.
Yeah. It was
People
great.
were laughing, like the players were laughing. That's how I was like, damn, okay, that's. I kind of got those vibes from this. It's just like you're just kind of like, yeah, okay.
Oh man.
That's you guys are great.
You guys are right. Yeah, no, thank you for the.
Oh, it
How
was
did
Fergie.
I
You're right.
miss it?
The Mariah Carey thing was the Christmas one. That's what I was thinking. It was Fergie.
It's
It
Christmas.
was Fergie.
Okay.
It was, yeah. Mariah Carey
Okay.
had the Christmas one.
Okay. Oh, Fergie.
Oh.
Yeah, Fergie was oof. Okay. Let's
that was the one I was thinking of.
let's move on to the last bit of news, Derek. This is near and dear to your heart.
Yes, it was. It very was. But what can you do? The HBO.
Go for it.
Okay, you guys. We all know there's HBO Go, there's HBO Now, and there's HBO Max. Okay? But don't worry. It's HBO Go is being removed. It's going to be rebranded as Warner Media. So basically, long story short, HBO Go is going to be gone. It's going to be renamed to HBO, or HBO Now is going to be renamed to HBO, and HBO Max will still be there. So it's still confusing, but not as confusing. But pretty much, I'm happy they decided with Go. They're just like, okay, that's got to go, literally. So
I don't get it.
I still
Is
don't
this
get it
another
either.
Is it an
It's just-
Overwatch 2 scenario again?
It pretty much is that, but like Overwatch 2 just got canceled, and they're like, okay, we're just gonna keep it part of 1. So like HBO Go is like they just axed it. They're like, you know what? Let's just change the.
This is
app
getting
code.
ridiculous. If we're getting so
Yeah.
many streaming services
I
that
know.
there's
That's why
multiple
it's
streaming services under HBO.
and they're like, it is HBO, right? You're like, come on, figure it out.
I don't know if this is real, but I actually have a friend who has who has HBO Go, and I actually heard about this news 2 weeks ago that his subscription got canceled, but they gave him HBO Max for free.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So
That happened,
Is
I
that-
think, to my mother as well, I believe. But yeah,
So,
we've
it's-
had HBO Max, so
it's just HBO Max. Yeah,
it just
And-
changed. It changed, but now they're changing it again. So, but if you had HBO Go on July 31st, the app will be removed, and it's just going to be called, or excuse me, then HBO Now is just going to be called HBO.
Do you want pirates? Because this is how you get pirates.
Right?
That is true.
Low key, though, I kind of might subscribe to HBO Max. I wanted to watch that Lovecraft.
Yeah, they have a lot of good stuff on HBO Max. Friends is on there too. There's a lot of good movies. HBO always has good stuff. They just got to figure out their streaming. Just figure it out.
We should just get one app called Hollywood, and then it has everything.
Yeah, right, exactly. Disney, just buy HBO too. Just own everything and just do
Simplify our lives at the cost of a monopoly in our universe. Oh yeah. Okay, I think that's about it. Anything else you guys want to say? Any reminders you want to give to people? Space Force is out on Netflix. What else do we have?
We should think of a next show to watch as well, like you
guys ever watch episode 2 of Swamp Thing?
I have not yet.
Not yet. But I do plan on watching it.
Yeah.
What else do we watch? We'll figure it out.
If anyone in the chat has any suggestions for, is it worth it? Watch.
One of our newest segments, Is It Worth It, where we tackle a TV show or hopefully a TV show, so it's easier, that none of us have seen yet, and we'll give it a shot and see if it's worth it. We'll talk about it on the show. If you haven't seen the first rendition yet, check out youtube.com/quitstalling or any of our social media. We posted the Is It Worth It Swamp Thing there already, so you guys can check that out. But Barry, I haven't seen Barry yet.
On HBO Go. God damn you, Kevin.
Oh gosh dang it, Kevin.
Oh, darn. You got it.
Oh, Better Call Saul. I actually haven't watched that. I haven't watched the newer seasons. I watched the first season.
Okay, I'm making my way through Breaking Bad. I'm on the 4th season, I think, or end of 3rd
It's so
season.
hard to rewatch Breaking Bad now that I hate Rian Johnson.
Okay, right. Well, let's forget about Rian Johnson for a little bit, and let's thank everyone who's been watching us here on the Quitstalling Geekcast, shall we? Let's end on a positive note, guys. Let's see here. Let's go fancy party.
Let's do that.
All right, happy music time, guys. Thank you everyone for tuning into the Quitstalling Geekcast. We do have a bit of an after show for those of you tuning in live, so stick around for that. But for now, and for the podcast itself, we gotta say goodbye and adieu. Thank you to all our most recent followers. Juancho, you want to read these off for me?
I can't see it.
I can do it.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, go for it, Derek.
All right, your most recent followers. Thank you, Sparks. We really appreciate it. Chili Chaz, thanks for the follow as well. Appreciate you two being here and chatting. Thank you. It means so much. With Biggs, DeZone, Gameico Prod, Nico DG, Recreational X Gamers, Omen 0210, Leto. I'm gonna say this so bad. Leto Thowit, 1976.
Oh, not bad.
Dia Marshiden, 1985, and Juma. But if there's any other followers that I missed and you have followed recently or a long time ago, thank you. Thank you to everyone who follows us and chats with us. We really appreciate your guys' feedback. Chat was really good today. I loved how everybody was very interactive with us. So keep it up, guys. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. It's been great having our current chat room here with us. Join us again next time, but we're not done yet. We want to thank people like Maddox and Sparks and Spectre for joining us on the show. BMO, Miko P, our buddy Pimpo Perp Drank, Rand Sishu. You guys are all awesome. Ryan, who was here earlier as well, Rick's Riot. I'm sure we're going to miss someone.
Here too.
Yeah, Chase.
Chat.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you guys. Yeah. Francis was saying how this episode was. You guys are also. All right.
Juancho must be drunk.
Oh! Calling him out. Juancho, why don't you call out our subscribers?
All right, yeah. So our top subs: Human Panda 22 with 21 subs, followed by Francis Shu, 21 subs as well. So technically tied, and followed by Bimo Kingavu with 19. Miko P with 17, followed by Nerf Diva, Sensei Humor, Insta DZ, Notorious KGM, Iron Hammer Stream, Silfox, Denunci, Risa Ease, Neo Gear, Numali, Zeffy Buns, the Furybot, Konigsit Gear 666 Cyberbully _Overwatch, Octavius Inc. and the Vixen Queen. Thank you to all our subs who keep the lights on, guys.
Exactly. And everyone else who didn't make it into the top 20 because if you subscribed at least once, it's random whoever shows up, and we love you all. Thank you guys so much for giving us a coffee in the morning, lights during the show, and action whenever we go out. How about the bit cheers, Derek? You want to read those out for me?
Yeah, let's do it here. We got a number one bit cheer is Nope_Plays. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Nerf Diva. Nerf Diva's number one. Thank you, Nerf Diva. At 5,450 bits, you are awesome. We really appreciate it. Number 2, we got Nope_Plays. Number 3, we have Neo Gear. We got Elder Jin that follows. Also, Mikhail Rodan, Bimo King of Fu. We got Oris27. Heard he's a lovely guy. Miko P. If not now, Gwen, Mershi, Gamiko, Quent. We got Insta DZ, Pimple Purp Drink, Tita Gaming's The Real _BJ Dato 21, Kebu TV, Wisa Is, Curry Server, and of course, last but not least, Aaron _Gaming 441. Thank you guys all. And if your bits, like Harold said, are probably on there before, which might be under, we appreciate it. Anything you guys can give us. I mean, without you guys, we're nothing. So we love you all. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah. As long as you enjoy the content that we do, we enjoy you and we enjoy doing this. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Check out all our emotes if you're a subscriber or if you've accumulated some channel points. All right. I know LOL is the most common one because everyone loves a LOL. But don't forget Harold has his LOL as well. This guy has his own LOL. Sensei trying to climb up the ranks and boost his own ratings. Woo! Because Juancho Fist has overtaken him with 140 to 126. Guys, spam the Sensei LOL, spam the Senseis and the Juancho Fists. Enjoy.
Or not. Oh, not the Senseis. I mean, or not.
Oh. Okay. Okay. The rivalry is real. I'm gonna give one each. I'm gonna give you guys one each. There you go. There you go. All right.
There you go.
And of course we have QS Moji DZ because he's the OG. And Miktas. Just have some fun with these guys. Have some fun with these because we have fun with these. Let's do this. Derek, where can everyone at home find you when you're not on the Quit Stalling Geekcast?
You guys can find me on my Twitch, which is twitch.com/senseihumor, as spelled below. I also have YouTube as well, Sensei Humor, and Instagram. And if you guys want to check out my tweets, it is also Sensei Humor with the underscore at the end. So I appreciate that. I'm probably gonna be planning to play Persona 4 on my stream soon. Juancho convinced me, so if you want to check that out, you can see that, or me playing Sea of Thieves, or just playing with the boys, so you can catch me there. But enough about me. Juancho, where can they find you besides, being with me?
Nowhere else, just always with you. Up next, I have a Twitter, which is Saldana Juancho, and an Instagram, which is at Juancho Saldana. I don't have a stream, but yeah, normally I'm just hanging out in Derek's stream, really. Just playing, sometimes playing Sea of Thieves or playing Tabletop Sim or doing whatever, really. Awesome. What about you, Harold? Where can the people at home find you?
You guys can catch me at Herald Plays on Twitter and on Instagram. That's HERALD. Yes, like Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Yeah, catch me there. And Derek and Juancho, who wants to do this? Where can they find more Quit Stalling content if they're craving it?
If you guys are craving more Quit Stalling content, other than the best of the best here, you can hit us up on Twitter and Facebook, which is Quit Stalling Us. And you can also check us out on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram, obviously, and that's Quit Stalling.
That's right, guys. So check us out. Check all the content we have. We have the Quit Stalling Geekcast. We have Game Bite. We have clips of our previous shoutcasting of Overwatch. We have a lot of role playing coming up, as well as some good times. Some games on shows. You'll see what I'm talking about real soon.
Oh yeah.
A lot of heads to heads. And so much more. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Quit Stalling Geekcast. We'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. But till then, you can find us on Spotify and other places you can get podcasts. Get off your butts and quit stalling. We'll see you guys. Bye, everybody. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.